Introduction to the male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is responsible for the following functions: produce, maintain, and transport the male reproductive system, sperm, and protective fluid, semen, to discharge sperm within the female reproductive tract during intercourse, and produce and secrete male sex hormones which are responsible for maintaining the male reproductive system.
Organs that comprise the system. Most of the male reproductive system is located outside the body. The external structures of this system include the following organs. Penis. This organ is composed of three parts: the root, which attached to the wall of the abdomen; the body, which is cylindrical in shape and consists of three circular shaped chambers that are made of a special tissue, which contains thousands of large spaces that are filled up with blood when the male is sexually aroused; and the glands.
Scrotum. This is the loose sac of skin that hangs behind and below the penis. The scrotum acts as a climate control system for the testes thanks to the special muscles located in this wall, which allows it to contract and relax.
Testicles. These oval organs reside in the scrotum and are secured by a structure called spermatic cord. The testes are responsible for making testosterone, the main male sex hormone, and for generating sperm, which is produced within them by collided masses of tubes named seminiferous tubules.
The accessory organs of the male reproductive system include the following.
Epidermis. This organ is a long, coiled tube that rests on the backside of each testicle. It is responsible for the transportation and maintenance of the sperm cells that the testes produce.
Vas deferens. This is a long muscular tube that travels from the epidermis into the pelvic cavity to just behind the bladder. This organ is responsible to transport the mature sperm to the urethra.
Seminal vesicles. Unlike pouches, the seminal vesicles attach to the vas deferens near the base of the bladder. They produce the fructose, which is a sugar-rich fluid that provides the sperm a source of energy to help them move.
Ejaculatory ducts. These ducts are formed by a fusion of seminal vesicles and that vesicle deferens. These ducts empty into the urethra.
Urethra is the tube that carries urine from the bladder outside the body. However, within the male reproductive system, it carries an additional function of ejaculating semen when the male reaches orgasm. Ejaculation of semen through the urethra is possible since the erection blocks the flow of urine.
Prostate gland. It is a walnut-sized structure that is located below the urinary bladder in front of the rectum. It contributes additional fluid to the ejaculate. The prostate fluids also help to nourish the sperm.
Bulbourethral glands. These structures are located on the sides of the urethra and below the prostate gland. They produce a clear, slippery fluid that empties directly into the urethra. The fluid serves to lubricate the urethra and to neutralize any acidity that may be present due to the residual drops of the urine within it.
The primary hormones involved in the male reproductive system are the following. Follicle stimulating is necessary for the production of the sperm, which is developed through a process named spermatogenesis. This hormone is produced by a pituitary gland that is located at the base of the brain.
Luteinizing hormone. It stimulates the production of testosterone, so the process of spermatogenesis can continue and is also needed for the elaboration of sperm. This hormone, unlike FSH, is produced by the pituitary gland.
Testosterone. It is responsible for the development of male characteristics such as muscle mass and strength, fat distribution, bone mass, facial hair growth, voice change, and sex drive.
Introduction to the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system carries out several functions within the body of a woman. The ovaries within it produce the female egg cells necessary for reproduction, called oocytes. These cells are transported to the fallopian tube, where the fertilization by a sperm may occur. The fertilized egg is moved to the uterus in order to allow the uterine lining to thicken itself in response to the normal hormones of the reproductive cycle. Once the fertilized egg arrives to the uterus, it can be implanted into the thickened uterine lining and continue with its development. However, if fertilization is not made, the uterine lining will shed as menstrual flow. It produces the female sex hormones that maintain an active reproductive system. Nonetheless, during the menopause, the female reproductive system stops making these hormones, making the menstrual cycle irregular.
The female reproductive system includes external and internal structures. The external reproductive structures, genitals, are responsible to enable the sperm enter to the body and to protect internal genital organs from harmful organisms. The organs that comprehend this structure are the following. Labia majora, also known as large lips, enclose and protect the external reproductive organs. Labia minora, also known as small lips, lies inside the labia majora and surrounds the openings of the vagina and urethra. Bartholin's glands. These glands produce a fluid mucus secretion and are located next to the vagina opening. Clitoris. Both labia minora meet at this sensitive protrusion. It is covered by a prepuce, which is a fold of skin and is similar to the foreskin located at the end of the penis within the male reproductive system. Unlike the penis, the clitoris is sensitive to stimulation and can be erected.
Vagina is the canal that joins cervix, which is the lower part of the uterus, with the outer part of the body. It also serves as a birth canal. Uterus. This organ divides into two parts, the cervix, which is the lower part of opens into the vagina, and a canal within allows the sperm to enter the menstrual blood to exit, and the corpus, which is the main body of the uterus. Ovaries. These are small oval-shaped glands that are located on each side of the uterus and are responsible of the production of eggs and hormones. Fallopian tubes. These narrow tubes serve as pathways for the egg cells, also known as ova, to travel from the ovaries to the uterus, since are attached to the upper part of the last mature organ. The fertilization of an egg by a sperm occurs in these tubes, and once the egg is fertilized, it moves to uterus, where it is implanted to the uterine lining.
Hormonal regulation. There are 5 minor hormones that regulate the female reproductive system. Gonadotropin releasing hormone, or GnRH, is produced by the hypothalamus. Follicle stimulating hormone, or FSH, is produced by the pituitary gland during the first half of the menstrual cycle. It is responsible for the development of the maturing organ follicle and controls ovum production. Luteinizing hormone, or LH. Like FSH, it is produced by the pituitary gland. It is responsible for the stimulation given to the ovaries in order to produce estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen. It is produced by the ovaries in the non-pregnant woman. It promotes the maturation and release of an ovum in every menstrual cycle. Progesterone. It is produced by the corpus luteum in the ovary, and its function is to prepare the endometrium for the reception and development of the fertilized ovum.
Ovarian and uterine cycle. The menstrual cycle that a woman suffers each month can be described by the ovarian and uterine cycle. The ovarian cycle describes the changes that occur in the follicles of the ovary, whereas the uterine cycle describes the endometrial lining of the uterus. The day count for the menstrual cycle begins on the first day of menstruation, when the blood starts to come out from the vagina. The average length of this cycle among women is about 28 days, and its entire duration can be divided into the following phases.
Menstrual phase. From day 1 to 5. Within this phase, the uterus shapes its inner lining of tissue and blood vessels into menstrual fluid. There is a blood loss from 10 to 80 milliliters, and women often experience abdominal cramps, which are caused by the contraction of the uterine and abdominal muscles needed to expel the menstrual fluid.
Follicular phase, from day 1 to 13. Within this phase, the pituitary gland stimulates the egg cells into ovaries in order to make them grow through the secretion of a hormone. One of the egg cells begins to mature in the fold cell, and while the process is developed, the fold cell secretes an hormone that stimulates the uterus in order to develop endometrium, which is the lining blood vessels and soft tissue.
Ovulation phase, day 14. Within this phase, the pituitary gland secretes a hormone that causes the ovary to release a matured egg cell. The released egg cell is swept by the cilia of the fimbriae into the fallopian tube.
Luteal phase, from day 15 to 28. Within this process, the egg cell that was released during the ovulation phase remains in the fallopian tube for 24 hours. If a sperm does not impregnate the egg cell during the mentioned time, the egg will disintegrate. The hormone that causes the uterus strain is endometrium, gets used by the end of the menstrual cycle, causing the menstrual phase from the next cycle to begin.
An anticonceptive is a device or a method that is used to avoid having babies. Methods for females. Birth control implant. The implant is 99% effective. It doesn't protect you from STDs. It's preferable to use a condom with your implant to help stop pregnancies and STDs. The birth control implant is a tiny thin rod about the size of a matchstick. The implant releases hormones into your body that prevent you from getting pregnant. Birth control patch. The patch is 91% effective. It doesn't protect you from STDs. Use a condom with your patch to help stop pregnancy and STDs. The transdermal contraceptive patch is a safe, simple, and affordable birth control method that you wear on the skin of your belly, upper arm, butt, or back. Birth control pill. The pill is 91% effective. It doesn't protect you from STDs. Use a condom with your pill to stop pregnancy and STDs. Birth control pills are a kind of birth control shot. The shot is 94% effective. It doesn't protect you from STDs. Use a condom with your shot to help stop pregnancy and STDs. Birth control sponge. The sponge is between 76 and 88% effective. It doesn't protect you from STDs. The birth control sponge is a small round sponge made from soft, squishy plastic. You put it deep inside your vagina before sex. The sponge covers your cervix and contains spermicide to help prevent pregnancy. Birth control vaginal ring. The ring is 91% effective. It doesn't protect you from STDs. Use a condom with your ring to help stop pregnancy and STDs. The birth control ring is a safe, simple, and affordable birth control method that you wear inside your vagina. The small flexible ring prevents pregnancy by releasing hormones into your body. Feeding as birth control. Breastfeeding is birth control 98% effective. It doesn't protect you from STDs. Use a condom for help stopping STDs. Cervical cap. Cervical caps are between 71% and 86% effective. Use a condom with your cervical cap to help stop pregnancy and STDs. A cervical cap is a little cap made from soft silicone and shaped like a sailor's hat. You put it deep inside your vagina to cover your cervix. Condom. Condoms are 85% effective. They help protect you from STDs. Use another birth control method with your condom even for more pregnancy preventing power. Condoms are thin, stretchy pouches that you wear on your penis during sex. Condoms provide great protection for both pregnancy and STDs. They are easy to use and easy to get. Methods for males. Condoms. The male condom consists of a sheath that fits over the erect penis. For its manufacture, natural latex and polyurethane are commonly used, basically used in cases of latex allergy. Vasectomy. A vasectomy is a simple surgery done by a doctor in an office, hospital, or clinic. The small tubes in your scrotum that carry sperm are cut or blocked off, so sperm can leave your body and cause pregnancy. The procedure is very quick and you can go home the same day. And it's extremely effective at preventing pregnancy, almost 100%. Locking injection. With this injection of testosterone, you want to deceive the brain itself to stop the production of sperm. Its effectiveness will not be immediate since it will take effect after approximately 10 days from your first dose.